So when we talk about budgets and finance, one of the issues, of course, that drives the train is always higher education. And I'm picking on that issue because we have not had an opportunity to talk about it at great length over our previous programs. So let's talk a little bit about what the vision of individual panel members might be about where that higher education budget goes. Let's start with you, Senator Bingham, your thoughts on that higher education budget and where you'd like to see it go.
Well, I think it's in two ways. It's making it more affordable for students. The state grant money it obviously is help for direct relief for our students, and we need to maintain that. As I've toured my high schools in my district, the one thing I've heard is that there is a need for access to the trade schools. And if you talk to the the manufacturers and a lot of the workplaces in at least in my district, they need the workers. And so I would like to see us focusing on how we can get some of the recent graduates or soon-to-be graduates of high school into our two-year trade and technical schools. Those are the priorities. We have to build that workforce. And four-year colleges aren't for everybody, but we have to make college affordable for everyone, whether it's a two-year or a four-year. And I guess those are the areas that I would like to focus on. I also think, we have a gem of a school, Land Use University of the University of Minnesota. It is phenomenal. And we also have to make sure our partnership and future development with their programming and how they're preparing our future workforces is there, and they have the available means to do that as well.
Well, as a project manager out at the power plant, I'm always bringing in skilled trade workers, and boy, I'll tell you what, they're not getting any younger, and we need to find ways to expose kids when they're in the schools, in the elementary school, or not elementary, but middle school and high school, because it's a great career path for those that are good with their hands, and that working in the skilled trades isn't anything like what it used to be. And along with that, building upon our two-year programs and our four-year programs, to be more hands-on specific is going to be crucial, because when you look at what employers are looking for, they've got a lot of proprietary information, a lot of proprietary tools and equipment that they use. And so they're looking for specific training for their employees. And so what's nice to see is, like in Red Wing, we got the schools together with the Southeast Tech College, with our local businesses, and that's what they're saying is we need to build training programs and skill programs specific to our workers and our employers in the area. And so I'm really excited to see that starting to take off in Red Wing, and they're building specific training programs for students to get into the jobs that are in the area. And
well, I think one of the big things we have to look at is what's been successful, and a good example is University of Minnesota Rochester. Last where the data was in for, had 100% placement. That means every student either went on to a higher degree or received a job. And part of that's been with partnering with the community, Mayo Clinic and other employers about certification and different employable and high demand jobs. And I think by having that information help with what's offered, the options, that the students find out what their options are, they can make a better decision and more efficiently go on with their career and their life. I think we have to leverage distance learning, which is not just online. That's where one branch of the U maybe has classes that another branch would need, but the other branch doesn't have the students. So you do a distance learning course taught at one site for all the different branches, and that way you can leverage and offer a better variety to the students all across the U platform, so that you and the St. Paul and Minneapolis aren't turning away students, and the other, like Duluth, maybe need students more. The other branches, they need to be, a handoff process so that the students have that option instead of, not knowing.
Well, I think we have really underinvested in higher education, and we need to make an investment in higher ed, because what attracts businesses to Minnesota is our educated workforce. And educating them in STEM fields is much more expensive than in fields like liberal arts. So if we
Yeah,
want
we
to highly
political
train
science and
workforce-
history majors, you need a log at one end and a student on one end of the log and a teacher on the other.
Yeah,
but-
setting up the labs for the students to learn and what an industry wants is much more expensive, and we've cost shifted onto tuition. So students are faced with higher tuition because the state, I believe, is underinvested, and I'd like to get back to where we're investing in higher education to really reduce the tuition expense for students, because we are a state where our students are facing very high levels of debt when they graduate, about $30,000 on average. So it's really high. That impedes them, their ability to start a family, buy a house, buy a car, and it hurts our economy overall. So I'd like to see a greater investment in higher ed.